A lot of news came out of that. Oh, why am I walking? In the stride. Okay. Welcome, guys, to your gaming news of the week. I'm your host, Jake, the hostess with the mostest. We got controversy, loot crates, some Oculus Rift news. So let's just jump right into it. Oculus had its Oculus Connect, and here are some of the stories that matter to me. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced today at Oculus Connect that the Oculus Go will ship early 2018 and will cost $199. Oculus Go is an all-in-one headset as a part of an effort to put 1 billion, that's right, I said billion with a B, people in VR. Oculus Go won't retire a separate PC or mobile device. Oculus called its Oculus Go headset the easiest way to experience VR. On the hardware front, Oculus head of VR Hugo Berra said Oculus Go will include a fast switch LCD display with 2560 by 1440 resolution and next-gen lenses with reduced glare. Oculus Go will also include integrated audio. This is honestly great. I want more and more people to actually experience VR, because once more people get their hands on VR, they realize that this is not no gimmick. This is not something else. This is gonna be a big change for everyone, especially in the entertainment industry. Not only in video games. Video games is where it starts off, but entertainment. Can you imagine buying a ticket, like a ticket to a concert anywhere, and you don't have to wait in long lines, you don't have to drive out of your home, you don't have to go downtown or 2 states away. You are right there, front and center, looking at the concert, 360. Can you imagine that? Like, that's unbelievable. People go to the moon. People could take a camera with them, and you can experience that feeling of being in the stars. It's unbelievable, to be honest. I want that. On the same note of Oculus, Oculus showed off its latest Santa Cruz prototype. Santa Cruz is a standalone headset that will offer a similar power and capabilities as the Rift, but without needing to be tethered to a PC. Lastly, remember Oculus did that summer deal? You get the Oculus itself, the 2 touch motion controls, 2 sensors, and 6 free apps for $399 from its original price of $499. Well, they made that change permanent. So enjoy yourself some VR goodness with friends and families for the holiday season. Woo! I'm so excited that Oculus is bringing down the price. Now, I wish I had a PC that can actually run it. That's why I'm more of a PlayStation VR type person. But, you know, PlayStation VR, bare bones. Oculus is kind of mid-tier, and then you got the HTC Vive. That's like expensive. But this gives me more feeling towards Oculus and actually buying their product. Especially if it's something like Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz, you don't need a PC, but you still get that experience. And it's wireless. I mean, wireless for the most part, I would assume. But it's unbelievable what VR is capable of. And we're just in the early stages of it. Very early stages. I can't wait till everybody has, VR becomes that much affordable. That much affordable, that more people have it, that more people understand what VR is, and they have their passions towards VR, and that kind of brings up VR, brings up with new experiences, new games, new stories, everything. It's a new way to experience entertainment as a whole. VR is the wave of the future, but that's just my opinion. Leave a comment down below whether or not you see a foreseeable future for VR. I personally do, but that's just me. My hat shows off this big ass head, big ass forehead, you know. It's good. It's good. It's good. I need to cut my hair. Leave a comment down below whether or not I should cut my hair. I need to cut my hair. Regardless, I'm gonna cut my hair. If you are one of the many people that actually got an SNES Classic, and you find that not all the games kind of relate to you, and you want more games, or you want different borders, here's some news for you. The SNES Classic has been hacked. Robin64 has set out a step-by-step instructions for you to add more games or even make new borders. It's easy since the SNES Mini is basically an emulator. Check out for more information. I'll leave a link down below so you can do what you want with that information. I'm not saying you should, I'm just saying that the information's out there. Now a segment of the show we call Trailer Mania. There's just a lot of trailers, so here they are. We got a bunch of trailers of games coming out this fall season, so let's take a look, shall we? Blue Scoot do, we can too. Evil Within 2 released their launch trailer, and I honestly totally forgot about this game. With Mario Odyssey coming on the horizon, that's honestly all I can think about. But hey, if this gets your niche, scary games, first one didn't really appeal to me. I'm not really a scary games kind of guy. But Evil Within 2 looks like it can be up your alley. Looks good, I think. Leave a comment down below whether or not you think Evil Within 2 is gonna do good. I haven't been hearing about it from anybody else, so they might fly under the radar. We don't know. Assassin's Creed released their post-launch / season pass trailer. They lay out in detail the paid DLC and free content updates. The first DLC is the Curse of the Pharaohs. New lands, bigger stories, and even bigger kahunas. Won't catch me on that sandstorm. Nope. The free content coming to the game after its release is Trial of the Gods, No Man Hazards, Photo Mode, and even Horde Mode. And also that Discovery Easy, no difficulty mode. You're just kind of like walking around Egypt, which is cool for like the purpose of understanding Egypt. Now I don't know if I'm gonna jump into Assassin's Creed. I kind of fell off, especially after 3. Didn't particularly like the game. I mean, it had its good qualities, but not my cup of tea, and I kind of fell off. But Origins looks like it could be something special. I mean, they're taking the time to really show off the free content. They really took their time on building this world and building this environment and building Egypt from the ground up. I think it's cool. I think it's great. I think they're gonna have, I think Origins is gonna be one of those fall hits. And Ubisoft learned a lot, especially from, you know, Division, especially from Ghost Recon. It's about, you know, not the initial launch, but about building the community afterwards. They build up the games afterwards, and they do a great job at it. So commend you, Ubisoft, and hopefully you don't get bought out by Vivendi. You're buying some stocks back, but I don't know whether or not you're gonna go, or hopefully you don't, because you're just starting to get good. Wish I can say that about Konami. Oh. South Park, the Fractured But Whole trailer came out and shows off that these kids are anything but normal. That game comes out next week. And I don't have a review copy, obviously, but I mean, it could be cool. I mean, I loved Stick of Truth, even though the game kind of broke on me a couple times, but I think they learned a lot and they took their time with this one. So, you know, anybody that takes their time on a video game, that doesn't rush it out, that doesn't meet, you know, they push it back as much as they can, like Rockstar and anybody else. Time with games, especially when making a game, only makes the game that much more better. Fractured But Whole, I think it's gonna be good. ARMS revealed their 3.2 update, which includes a sparring ring level, as well as a selection of badges you can earn by fulfilling certain requirements. Also a new character. Looks like a remake of the first character, but we will have to find out later this month. Lastly, we got the first in-game footage of Jurassic World Park Simulator. It's a working title. I'm not sure if it's that. It's more like a Jurassic World Sim or some Sim Jurassic World, or Sim Park Jurassic World, or Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, I don't know. Looks great, but I'm not really sold on the idea. Maybe when more gameplay comes out for it, I'll change my mind, but for now, The news that surprised me is that Epic Games, of course the creators of Fortnite, because every show I talk about Fortnite, is suing 2 individuals for copyright infringement. Brandon Broom and Charles Vasper are said to be associated with the same subscription-based cheating service, AddictedCheats.net. The lawsuit says that Epic isn't suing the cheating service, but instead Broom and Vesper personally. Each instance of copyright infringement carries a penalty of up to $150,000. Epic Games provided a statement to Polygon saying, when cheaters uses aimbots or other cheat technologies to gain an unfair advantage, they ruin games for people who are playing fairly. Epic said, we take cheating seriously and will pursue all available options to make sure our games are fun, fair, and competitive for players. I believe Epic Games has every right to sue these two individuals on that matter. Copyright infringement, it's said right there on the dotted line, right when you start up the game, you gotta accept it. Everybody blows through it, but copyright infringement, especially when it comes to something like that. And one of the individuals, I believe Vesper, he got banned from Fortnite 9 times before this happened for the same thing, cheating, aimbotting, I assume. But they have every right, so let's see where this goes. And if they actually go to court, I believe Epic Games will win. No doubt in my mind. More than likely, they're gonna settle it outside, but we'll see. Big story, something I want to bring up. We're talking about loot boxes. Loot boxes, you say? Loot boxes, yes, we're talking about loot boxes. Something I want to bring up that people like Angry Joe, Jim Sterling, and even Total Biscuit put their 2 cents on was loot crates in a full $60 game. Check the videos out for more information, but basically more and more games are adapting this $60 game with free-to-play style loot boxes that, like Arc Technica called Forza Motorsport 7 a pay-to-earn type game. Games like Overwatch popularized that aspect of RNGs to help you get new costumes, which they did a great job, but at this point, games like Shadow of War, Destiny 2, and of course Star Wars Battlefront 2 are adapting this method, but not for the sake of giving their fans a chance at rare loot. They are, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. They are giving you a chance to get the rare loot, but they're hiding so much more behind the randomness of it. You need cards to progress more and more in the game, but they're hide behind this like loot crate. You can't, like, the progression isn't there because the only way to get it is going through the loot box, which is random. You don't know whether or not you're gonna get it that turn. You could be level 100, but you still have to pray that you'll eventually get it. I think loot boxes are terrible. For costumes, yes, I say that's fine. But for in-game stuff, like we're talking abilities or something you want to upgrade with your character, like a new, I mean, I guess guns can be there too, but I feel like we should have the ability to not only do the loot crate, loot boxes that you can pay or that you can use in-game currency, but also a progression system. I want to be able to feel like I'm doing something, not just going to the casino and gambling my chances away and just hope I can get something out of it. I mean, I'm gonna get something out of it. That's why ESRB doesn't see loot boxes as
gambling. I was trying to say gambling.
Because they see it as a card system. Think of it like a playing card where you buy a pack, you don't know whether or not you're gonna get a graphic card or you're gonna get the card that you need, but you get something back. That's the only reason why that they don't call it gambling. It's just, I don't understand why they hide progression behind an RNG system. Shadow of War did it. Battlefront is learning. I mean, they just released a statement. Let me say the statement. We know you have a lot of questions about crates and progression, so we want to clarify a few things, as the complete system was not in the beta and will continue to be tuned over time. There are many things you can earn in the game, including weapons, attachments, credits, star cards, emotes, outfits, and victory poses. As a balancing goal, we're working towards having the most powerful items in the game only earnable via the game's achievements. Crates will include a mix of star cards, outfits, and emotes or victory poses. Players earn crates by completing challenges and other gameplay milestones, or by purchasing them with in-game currency or crystals or premium currency. If you get a duplicate star card in a crate, you will get crafting parts which you can then use to upgrade the star card of your choice. And lastly, you have to earn the right to be able to upgrade star cards and unlock most weapons. You can only upgrade or unlock them if you have reached a high enough rank, which is determined by playing the game. Honestly, I'm just happy that they're kind of listening to us. You know, they're being very vocal about it, which I do appreciate, because the worst thing that any PR or development team, PR team for the developers can do is not listen and not talk back to us. We are human. We want to be known that people are listening to us. Being dead quiet for some games is good, but especially for games that are just about to come out and we have really concerned questions about certain things in the game, they have to talk back to us or talk with us, or just get a better understanding of your whole community. This is how you build a community. You talk with your friends, you talk with people, you give your feedback, and you hope that they understand that the feedback is actually being understood and taken into consideration. That's just how communities work, and that's how a game prospers. Alright guys, that's it for this video this week. Leave a comment down below letting me know whether or not you think that loot boxes should be in these type of games, or should they be considered gambling, like baby's first gambling. What do you guys think about loot boxes in your games? Granted, I think that Overwatch has a good loot box system, but Shadow of War especially, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of that. Watch your profanity. Alright guys, that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.